I know, it's glorious, isn't it? I mean, yeah, no, you're right. I mean, it's just felt like we've had winter upon winter upon winter, and now, it's really nice. Yeah, I mean, they do really stink right now, but I'll take a bit of a suntan for some stinky bins. That's all right. See you later. Hello, me again, front of the bins. So this week I am mostly going to be talking about research, specifically some quick and dirty research that you can do if you don't have the time or the budget to kind of do broader research. So in an ideal world, you'd start a research piece by speaking to the internal stakeholders, understanding what they think about the business, how they think it's seen. Then you'd probably take that further afield and you'd speak to customers. And again, you do an in-depth interview to gather what they think. And it's better to do that with the person that isn't their direct contact, because you need blunt and brutal answers. I would then ideally want to do a category buyer survey. So that's where you would have a panel of people that represent people that just buy the kind of product that you're selling, whether it's from you or anybody else, and find out what they need, what they want, what their choices are, even if they know you exist. And that gives you a really, really solid ground to build on. After that, you'd probably want to add on a bit of desk research, so some trend analysis within the category, probably some market mapping, market sizing, kind of some financial search, and some competitive analysis. That will give you pretty much all you need to build an absolutely banging marketing strategy that can help you grow and win in your market. But we don't all have the time or the budget for that. So what I like to do is what I sometimes call the 3Cs all team post-it session. It's a quick and dirty way of doing some research, because here's the thing, any research is better than no research. Okay, so whatever it is that will give you an insight into the marketplace is going to be better than just guessing, and particularly just having one person that either owns the marketing function, or let's say is the company founder or the CEO. They have a skewed view. So what I do in these sessions is, firstly, you have to make sure that it's company wide and company high. So you need people from all of the different kind of functions across the business, and you want people up and down the hierarchy chain. Your CEO might hear certain things at Cannes or at the golf course, if we're being stereotypical, but equally your customer service person might be getting it in the ear from customers day in, day out. Both views are valid. So we have a kind of complete no hierarchy review with the entire team, as many as you can, in one room. Everyone's got a pen, everyone's got a bunch of post-its, and what you do is this. You get everybody to write down their thoughts or their answers to a series of questions. And I like to structure them around the 3Cs of marketing. So company, customer, competition. So I might put up a header, post-it, company, and then put up a series of questions one at a time and get everybody to put their ideas down on one or more post-its and stick it up there. We'll come back to it later. So with company, start with the basics. What is our category? You'd be surprised how many people don't know what category they're working in. Some people who are, let's say, at an agency might think that they are a design company. Other people might think that they're digital marketing. So we need to check all of these things, right? So what's the category and what's the subcategory that we think we're in? What services do we offer? What are our service lines? And then finally, how do we think clients describe us? Okay, so each of those goes up. Everyone writes their stuff down, give them all time, stick them up there. And we move on to the next step, which is the customer. So we want to find out about our customers. So, what kind of companies do we work with? There's a post-it. Everyone gets their answers up there. What functions or roles do they have within their business? Because what we're looking here for is a kind of ideal customer profile, ICP if you like. Then what services are they buying from us? What services are they not buying from us? Oh, just done a Cameron, sorry. And what kind of companies do we not work with? Either we don't like working with them ethically, or they've been a waste of time, they don't have budget, whatever reason there is, there's going to be companies that most of us don't work with. And then finally, competition. post it up there for just two post-its. What other companies are like us? And then the second one, what other companies within our broad category are not like us? That's it. You've got all these post-its up there, and just a key point to put in there, that whoever's running this session shouldn't be the most senior person, shouldn't also be the most junior person, but it should be somebody that can tell the C-suite to hold back, and that can empower and get answers out of the more junior people. Because what we want here is we want as full and broad a set of answers as possible. Okay? Because one thing we know, first rule of marketing, you're not the consumer. Well, all of us here are not the consumer, but we all have touch points with different people, and collectively our understanding and the feedback that we've been getting will give us a much better idea of where we actually are in the market than just one person making it up themselves. Okay? So we've got all that stuff up there, and what you want to do then is go through each one at a time, each of the questions under each of the C's, and if there are any outliers, agree collectively if they come off the wall. If there's anything missing, again, agree collectively it goes on the wall, and then try to group them around no more than, say, 3 themes. Okay? You might end up coming up with 3 different categories or 3 different subcategories. I'd like to think you'd agree on category. Subcategories might differ depending on your service offering. Likewise with your services. But let's focus in on what we think we are, and then who we think our best customers are, and finally who our competition is and isn't. Because that's going to give us much more insight than nothing, and we can start to then build out a half decent strategy, marketing strategy, and then a plan to take to market. Now, I've done this tons of times. Sometimes as just a standalone when there's not the time or the budget. Other times it's sat in front of other research. So there's no reason not to do this and then speak to clients to cross-check it, or go on to do the panel survey. All of this can work, but this will give you a really good starting point. One thing I'd also add is that the desk research, particularly now with AI, you can do some pretty decent desk research around kind of competitive analysis and trend analysis. So it's always worth looking at that, because at the end of the day, having some knowledge, some educated position to come from is going to give you much more value than having nowhere to come from. Trust me, I know plenty of people that know absolutely nothing. Don't be one of them. That's me for now. Anyway, I think I might go and get an ice cream. Don't know why, because I'm diabetic and I'm not allowed to eat them, but I kind of miss it running down my hand. So I might go and do that. Hopefully there's an ice cream roundabout. Anyway, see you later.